My name is Scott Sullivan. To me, I don't consider myself sort of musically sophisticated in any manner. I've sort of been interested in a variety of things, but I can't say that sort of focusing on music as an art form is something that's ever really caught my attention. At the same time, it's one of the sorts of things that kind of invades your life, right? It's one of the things that when it surrounds you, it can't help but sort of seep into you. You can't help but experience it. And so when I moved from Austin, Texas to New Orleans, it was at first kind of scary. I mean, when you kind of experience New Orleans for the first time, there's a lot of things that you think you understand and you sort of increasingly realize that you don't understand at all. And it can make kind of New Orleans a difficult place to live. But while I was kind of moving in and kind of over the first few years that we lived here, it seemed like there was kind of crazy experience after crazy experience. And sometimes they were really bad kind of experiences, like things where I didn't understand what was going on. I felt like I didn't totally understand the culture. But then you would always sort of hear the music, and it got to me to be this point where the music, to me, the music of New Orleans represents hope. It represents kind of belief in something bigger than yourself. It represents sort of belief in yourself. I mean, the more I've sort of learned about it kind of over time, and the more you hear it, it's so much about improvisation, right? It's about sort of stepping outside of the ordinary in a manner that we don't often hear. And that sort of kind of improvisation, to me, is entirely about what New Orleans is about as a city, right? That sort of belief that you can have a musical instrument and just make a name for yourself in the city, right, is to me entirely about New Orleans. My friend visited me, and he walked outside sidewalks in our neighborhood and came back and told me that there was a tuba battle going on between two guys on separate porches on our street, right? They were both playing the tuba, and then we're playing tuba kind of to compete against each other. And it was sort of just like he was saying, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen, right? I mean, New Orleans is the only place where you could wander into kind of a tuba battle, right? But to me, it's that idea, right? That the city of New Orleans at its best is about its music, right? It's sort of free-flowing, it's inventive, it's sort of original, and it's always, to me, it's always hopeful, even when it's sad, right? It's kind of believing in that the next day is going to be a better day, or that you could have a better day the next day. And I think that's a really important message for all of us to sort of have repeatedly when you kind of have the bad days in life, to sort of have something there that's constantly invading your life, right? Constantly invading your ears so you can't help but experience it, right? Reminding you that maybe tomorrow is going to be a better day. So that's what New Orleans music means to me.
Thank you, Scott.